the guru of Squad Double Zero, the assassin like no other. Yes, I'm the best at what I do. Is here to bring you. Oh wow, it's been a while since I've done an Astro Boy review. But Astro Boy episode 5, 1963 version, of course, as I do from time to time on my channel. I do really need to be more consistent with these Astro Boy reviews, but they just come to me when I get time, kind of an extra thing, and hopefully we'll be producing more as the time, because it's a really great series. Legendary. I mean, the series itself is legendary. The anime, it's great to legendary. Take your pick, especially if you love old school cartoons, love old school anime. I mean, Astro Boy pretty much started all as far as in shonen is concerned, and it's from the godfather of anime and manga. So take that for what it's worth, for those who haven't seen any of my previous Astro Boy reviews. With that being said, Astro Boy episode 5. Now, it wasn't what I was expecting. I'm not gonna front. It wasn't what I was expecting. The execution, as far as the animation, people talk about animation. Let me tell you about animation. This episode, I don't know what happened. Like it was glitchy at times, but I'm cool. I watched a lot of old school. It's fine. It just, I don't know what happened on this one. They could have done a better job on that one. Because like I said, I've watched the 4 previous episodes and pretty much little to no problems with the animation as far as I'm concerned. But it is what it is. It happens. Regardless, moving on. I got to say though, the plot progression, pacing could have been a bit better. It did the job that it set out to do as an episode, but this episode kind of seemed detached a little bit from the story. I ain't gonna front. It was cool that it didn't really focus on Astro Boy himself this time, but focused on a few other minor characters. This young boy, another boy robot. Let's see, the sort of kind of antagonist, I guess you could say. Doctor, the father, the adoptive father of Astro Boy, focused on him as well. We got some characterization and character development from that regard. Pretty much just how it goes down. So there's this island, Cross Island, which is the name of the episode, right? Cross Island, even though it looks a little more like an X, and it kind of reminds me of the old, X marks the spot for treasure hunting, treasure island, all that kind of jazz, right? So there's these dudes who escape out of prison. One of them's former Dr. I Am Sinister. I like when they do stuff like that. But I Am Sinister. He leads these 2 other convicts, fugitives, convicts, whatever, to the island in a rowboat. I don't know how long it took them to get there, but it seemed a while. One dude, what was it? It was a shorter dude and a larger dude. The shorter dude, his running gag more or less was he was hungry, kept trying to find food. The other dude was about treasure. So they get to the island, right? And they're following the doctor, and the big dude was impatient. He wanted the treasure like that, and the doctor's like, no, we gotta do things. I know this island, we gotta watch out for the robots or whatever. He takes out a robot like a ray gun or something. I don't know where he got that from, but cool. It's fun. It was, it's an episode. We keep it moving. Anyways, so they get in there, they disguise themselves as robots, and they get there, they kind of sort of kidnap, or should say hold hostage, the other Dr. Astro Boy's adopted father. Astro Boy comes back in because they feign like they needed a mechanical checkup, and so that's how they done. Astro Boy goes in there, and he doesn't want the doctor hurt, shot up pretty much, and so he elects to follow orders, opens up his chest plate, and he gets put out of commission for a bit. The doctor, is tied up, he can't do anything. Astro Boy is a drain of power because you have this brat kid, okay? This kid, he's the son, of Dr. I Am Sinister, Dr. Sinister, and so his dreams be more powerful than Astro Boy. He was a brat, man. He was a spoiled kid. He was a brat. He wouldn't listen to anybody. No kind of authority. No respect. I won't say no respect for authority. No respect for leadership. No respect for anything. Just being selfish completely. Just wanting his pops. His dad. All his daddy. As a boy. Dad'll fix everything for me, kind of thing. And so I want to be powerful. I want to be more powerful. So what Dr. Sinister does is he takes some of Astro Boy's power and transfers it over to his son, and the son's able to be metamorphic, kind of transform himself and stuff, right? And which was really cool. I mean, different animals to drill at one point. It was kind of interesting. I guess he got a bit stronger or whatever. Didn't know how to use any of it, and there apparently were 3 buttons that nobody was supposed to touch but father. And the kid thought he was gonna be like a superhero, super change or something. I forget what it said. But anyways, regardless, I only mentioned like one time. But yeah, he wanted to be like the superhero. So it was like a real kid, one of these little kids who think, you know, oh, if I could only be this, you know, I'd be blah blah blah, talking mad stuff, think they're above themselves, right? And so they're trying to break free, trying to take what's hidden is just some gold, jewels, some uranium as well. Because the backstory behind this island is, it's kind of kept on low key so that no nations find it, no greedy capitalists more or less find it, so that it doesn't get dug up itself. So that's kind of the whole thing about this. It was found by a lobster robot some few countless years to decades ago, who knows. Anyways, so this is backstop. So they're isolated, and Dr. Sinister he's starting up this like kind of sort of robotic with a couple hands or so robot rocket ship, something along those lines, and they're digging things up, they're loading things, loading the treasure and getting ready to go, right? Astro Boy gets finally repowered by his father, and he goes in and he fights the robot for a little bit. He gets in there and he tries to correct Youngblood. He's like, y'all other ones, stop. He's trying to correct Youngblood, but Youngblood ain't trying to hear the son of Dr. Sinister. So him and Astro Boy have that good old robot battle, and Astro Boy just whoops the bomb. Yeah, everything, it was just clear scoop. And then so the cave, actually the whole island begins earthquake material and is actually beginning to collapse. You know, they're also got to understand there was a bunch of other robots that got left behind in this situation, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, right? So because they were asleep anyway, because they get shut down at like 5 o'clock or something like that. Anyways, the adoptive father comes in there, and you know, Astro Boy, you know, they couldn't launch, and so Astro Boy saves them. He gets everybody inside. Astro Boy uses his, you know, jet feet, and he pushes it through, and just in time as the island corrodes, he puts it on the sea, and they're like, the convicts are like, we're thankful for being saved. Dr. Sinister's like, you know what, my bad, everything's good, I'm glad everybody's safe. And the kid, you know, he asks for forgiveness. He's like, you know, I'm gonna follow, you know, I'm gonna follow rules. I ain't gonna be, you know, a rebel anymore. I ain't gonna be an idiot, pretty much. And you know, Astro Boy, everything worked out. So overall, I say it's a 5 out of 10. It was an average episode. Like I said, there's things that could have been fixed. The kid's attitude was in, but the what was said to Astro Boy at the end, I forget exactly what was said, but the ending did, you know, they handled it quite well. There was a moral to the story, which I liked. You know, teach the kids some good stuff, some good values, some morals, ethics, but some morals nonetheless, some truth about life. And yeah, you know, of course the comedy was there, which is classic. And yeah, overall average episode. Respect to one, like, comment, subscribe, tell me your thoughts on the episode, on the review, and until next time, y'all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace. Can't wait for more Astro Boy.